Hi Gemini, here's a general look at your solar chart for April 2011. Now your ruling planet is Mercury, and Mercury is going retrograde up until the 23rd of the month, which may mean there are some hold-ups, postponements, delays of various kinds, either related to correspondence, people not turning up when they say they're going to, you not being able to get somewhere on time, could be transport related. But as a matter of fact, you are in a very progressive, forward-moving phase overall in April. And new connections are highlighted, and you may be giving more thought to a long-term hope, goal, wish, something you wish to achieve, perhaps for a very long time. So the governing factor this month won't be so much what you know as who you know, and how well you cooperate together, which is going to be important. So there's a kind of feel of teamwork here as well. The first 5 days may produce hold-ups of various kinds, and on the 11th to the 14th, or the 17th to the 19th, there could be you could feel a conflict there, or there might be some more pressure on you there. But overall, you're in a sociable and generally friendly vibration, where business-type collaborations are emphasized, also social get-togethers of various kinds. A time when the collective energy, the one-mindedness is amplified, and there's likely to be more scope as well for the unconventional, influences which are not kind of run-of-the-mill, really. There could be some delays or a need to think things through more thoroughly as a firmer grasp of the information, or the wheres and the wherefores, or the whys and the wherefores, on either side between you and another party, may be necessary. So being as clear as you can with each other and not just kind of missing each other like that. And you may indeed take the lead in some way, Gemini, as others are more likely to be looking to you for direction or instruction or information, and you'll tend to feel less patient and keener to initiate things in this kind of group sort of context. Mars is also in this area over the whole of April, and that means that physical effort may be going into this kind of collaboration that you're doing with others, or others are going to put their physical energy into furthering a long-term goal. Maybe that's your long-term goal. Venus is helping you to attract the kind of people who can facilitate your goals in a more worldly sort of way, kind of help you climb the ladder of success. If you need to go and apply to an authority figure or somebody in a position of power, this would be a good time to do it. That's up until the 21st. You're likely to have an ally there who is instrumental, or could be instrumental, in progressing your overall aims. This is a good time to get the right people on side and be rocking and rolling together, as Venus at the top of your solar chart tends to oil the wheels, which could improve standing or give you fresh ideas, or just make those, in those positions of power, so-called, important people. It might not be power, it might just be somebody that's important to you, be more amenable and approachable now. That's up until the 21st. Saturn is in this long transit of Libra until 2012. In this Saturn cycle, you'll learn how to concentrate patiently on activities that you find empowering, fun, or self-expressive. Maybe you're collecting a lot of information about that. Where Venus is at the moment, that could help give your image a boost, help you to be seen in a good light, or something that you are responsible for seen in a good light. Also a great time for negotiations or socializing with people in high places, people who can help you with your overarching aims, you see. It could even be for some of you that a romantic relationship is ignited with somebody who is in this kind of position where they can sort of pull strings, or maybe it is, somebody who you would call a boss or a colleague, something like that. This is a possibility. It all depends on your personal natal chart, of course. So this long transit of Saturn that I was talking about means that you've just got to be steady as you go there. You'll have to be persevering related to anything sort of called hobbies or personal interests or speculative projects. Also romantic liaisons and entertainments of all kinds. And you may feel there's a bit of a squeeze on those things. Maybe it's to do with time at your disposal. Maybe it's to do with other factors. It could be to do with money. But Saturn tends to squeeze things down. So that's why this idea of having to be just perseveringly, slowly working towards a goal, wherever Saturn is. Challenges could be also related to young ones or animals, or those, or people, or indeed, animals as well, who are kind of disadvantaged or lacking in confidence themselves. And from you over this time, again, this is where you're most serious, where you're most feeling directed and persevering with your efforts, where you've got to be the most consistent in caring in a kind of a routine, regular way related to those areas there, but having a disciplined approach and maybe attempting to bring more structure into the lives of those who have this lack, or who are young people, or who are animals, or who are romantic partners as well, giving them a structure to bring out their abilities or kind of underpin them in some way. Those of you involved in the arts, or media, or the leisure industry, or promotional or performance type activities should actually benefit from this, but you should understand, again, that a consistent, self-disciplined application will bring success in the long run. Nothing's going to happen quickly under this transit of Saturn there. However, if you keep the faith and keep kind of on that sort of line of direction, you'll be glad you did when the transit's over in 2012. In March, Uranus finally ceased bringing uncertainty and change into your career sector. It's been there for around about 7 years, Gemini. And now it's begun transiting a very progressive, futuristic area related to your hopes and dreams. Where it's been before, it's kind of brought a lot of changeableness and different conditions into that professional area of your life. But also has got you thinking differently about maybe, how you want to be doing things, or with who, or using what equipment, or which style, or and learning new things. But as I say, it's come out of there now, and it's in this very progressive, futuristic area, and that's to do with, you being able to work towards accomplishing hopes and dreams, whatever those are for you. It's a very sociable sector it's gone into, and that's going to emphasize group efforts, but also friendships, a new social circle. And it's likely you'll begin hanging out with the sorts of people or be exposed to fresh, even groundbreaking influences through those people, or through that information, which will inspire you to think along very interesting and unusual lines. You'll be learning some techno-type things probably with Uranus in this sector here for the next 7 years, and exchanging knowledge or energy within a group of kindred spirits, which kind of blows the cobwebs away out of your mind and takes you one step, or in fact more than one step, nearer your goals overall, but maybe just one little bit nearer in April. In April, remember, up until the 23rd, Mercury is going backwards, as it were, and also so is Saturn, and for some of it Pluto. So this will be like a feeling that things are moving forwards, but maybe not as fast as they could have been if Mercury wasn't going retrograde along with Saturn. This is an innovative alternative vibration where Uranus is going to be. It's terrific, actually, because Uranus is going to be in its home house. the wheel being divided up into 12 houses, you see. So Uranus really likes it there. And when it's in its home area, it can, its characteristics can pulse out more strongly. So you could be discovering approaches which are not mainstream, related to whatever it is, you're into or you're interested in. Geminians born in the first 4 days will feel this vibration most strongly over April. Now, Jupiter is also in the same area, and in April you can make progress through fresh interests, travel maybe, being more aware of what's going on at a distance, new friendships, maybe a club or a group of kindred spirits, a team through which you can expand your knowledge base, but also grow in a way because of experience that you're having. Not only your mind will be heaving with new ideas probably, but your social agenda is likely to be bulging at the seams at times. Things will be ticking along more kind of smoothly from the 23rd with all of that. New associations could prove very beneficial, though, during this time that Jupiter is in that sector of your chart. That's up until June. Again, here there's an unconventional feel, alternative feel, fringe stuff, leading edge stuff. And you could be getting involved there. You could be getting involved with something techno, alternative, as I say. And you should be sensing the potential of this already, sensing potential in certain inventions or concepts or innovations. And you may indeed be plunging into an alien environment, trying something out. It's very experimental, this area where Jupiter and Uranus are at the moment. You've got to have your mind wide open. You should have your mind wide open with that kind of experimental feeling there. But with your mind wide open, just make sure both your feet are firmly on the ground. So new associations and quirky sort of ideas will be pivotal to your being able to maybe suddenly move towards a long-cherished goal, but maybe not in the way you thought a while back. Foreign connections as well, or higher education, will be connected to the sense of making progress. Now, when I say making progress, of course, Jupiter is a spiritual planet, a teacher planet. And Uranus kind of rules the higher mind and the higher wavelengths as well. So when I say making progress, it's possible that this is going to be for something which is bigger than you, but which you've still got an interest in, you see. So you want to put in your contribution, your 2 pennyworth there. And just see how it goes, sort of thing, Be flexible, therefore. You're pretty flexible anyway, I think, Gemini, but just be flexible in your thinking and put yourself or what you represent out there in a fresh and unusual sort of a way. Now, this move of Neptune is very significant. It's coming out of Aquarius, where it's been for around about a decade, and it's going into Pisces on April the 5th. It's going to stay there for a short time, just a few months, before it comes out again, but then we'll go back in again next February. So you early Geminians could be feeling doubly inspired over April. This transit is great for artists, healers, those developing spiritually or doing charitable type work. Neptune here may blur the boundaries or give you the sense you're on a mission, but it will help you to be less self-centered and more concerned with helping others. And that's going to be in your professional area, Gemini. So interesting times coming up, really. And Pluto is quietly underpinning a slow gear change where your deep feelings and emotions are concerned, and also your sense of deeper or higher awareness is concerned as well. But this is very subtle and it's very slow. Now, from the 21st to the 26th, travel, self-expression, or the to-do list could be a little bit more challenging. And that's it for April. If you know your rising sign, listen to that too. It'll throw another light on what I've said here, and I'll see you the next time.